and welcome to Tazmaniavibes. So today's video, I am going to give you my bucket list top 10s. I'm not the sort of person that usually says things before I do it. I usually do it and then be like, oh, I did this. But telling you guys out loud, it might give me a more incentive and kick up the arse to actually go and do it. So let's get into the video. Okay, so coming in at number 10, celebrating Halloween in Salem. If you know me, well, even if you don't know me, I am a spiritual witch and like the perfect place for us witches to go, especially on Halloween. I was obsessed with the Salem witch trials when I first learnt about them. I mean, we've had trials everywhere, like all over the world, even in Leicester. I am going to do a separate video about the Leicester witch trials. So Salem at Halloween. So not only do they have an unbelievable amount of tours that goes around the whole city, explaining about the witch trials or your historical landmarks, you also have this really great memorial for the witches that died during the trials. There's a house called the Witch House, and the person who lived there was John. I think his name was John something. He was the judge through the Salem witch trials, and that house was actually built in 1642, I believe. So it's one of the oldest. It's one of the oldest houses in Salem. So that's another place that you can go see while you're there. They also hold this ball, which is part of the Festival of the Dead, which you can take part in. I'd absolutely love to go and see that. It's also the place of one of my favourite films, Hocus Pocus. Love Hocus Pocus. It's like heaven. Coming in at number 9, we have owning my own library. It's not going to be one of those libraries where you're going to have to scan out your books with your library card. I want my own library in my house. Now, it is considered 1,000 books to have a self-respecting home library. I'm at just under 100, so I'm like nearly a tenth of the way there. I'm pretty sure I did say that in my bedroom tour. Forgot what I was going to say. I said that in my bedroom tour. See, the thing is, this goal is going to take me quite a while to do because I don't just want to be having any old book to be added in there. I want to be able to read the books first. So it's kind of like my own personal collection. I have read a lot of books in the past that I didn't keep or I've donated or sold. I shouldn't have really, but hey ho, start from scratch. I can do it. I can do it. And coming in at number 8, climb a mountain. This one's a big one because I am like asthmatic. My lungs are atrocious. They are awful. They don't want to let in any air. If you've watched my previous video from last week where I'm walking up Old John, don't get me wrong, it's quite a hill to climb. My lungs are so bad. My lungs are terrible. It's like, no, we don't want to breathe, man. We don't want to breathe. However, it's not going to stop me from climbing a mountain. I would like to climb one of the mountains in Alberta in Canada. Me and my kids will be passing through one day to get to the States. And well, we've always wanted to go see Canada. Not a lot of Canada, mainly Alberta, or we want to go see Niagara Falls. But that would be a very good challenge and a great experience. I mean, I can get all my Instagram pictures from there. Oh my god, we'll get to the top and my daughter will be like, hang on mummy, I need to make a TikTok. Okay, and number 7, African safari. An African safari. Oh, the only problem is I'm one of these people that when I see animals, I want to touch them, I want to stroke them, I want to feed them. I would like to believe that they can feel my good vibes, so they'll come up to me and be like, oh, stroke me. But we know that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. I mean, we can do some work while we're there, do some volunteering, help out with the animals. Overall, I think going on an African safari is just an amazing experience and my kids would love to go. So one day we will go on an African site. I think this one's a bit self-explanatory. And at number 6, ghost hunting in Alcatraz. This is something that my kids would want to do, so we'll probably want to stop off when we go travelling through the States. I remember watching Charmed when I was younger and seeing Alcatraz and I thought, oh, what's that then? Ended up researching it and I've just been obsessed with it ever since. Wow, learning about the history. Wow, wow, wow. I've got to go. It's just another one of those landmarks that I need to go and see. Can you imagine just being there in the first place is just an experience anyway. But then getting your own readings. There's ghosts. There's ghosts in Alcatraz. Can't wait to do that. If that happened, I swear I'd die. I'd absolutely die. But it's on my list. It's on my list. It's on my list to do. At number 5, to celebrate the Day of the Dead in Mexico. I think this is an absolute lovely way to remember people's loved ones. They really go all out, don't they, with their festivals. They do the tours all around the city, explaining what it is, how they celebrate. You can partake in their festivals. I've been told that you don't ever touch anything where you've not got permission, no altars, no nothing. If you've been invited to actually participate, then actually participate, because it'd be rude not to. But I think that would be another amazing experience. The Day of the Dead is celebrated from the 31st of October to the 2nd of November, so it's like a 3-day spread, which should be amazing to learn the Mexican culture, try some of their foods. It should be amazing overall. And at number 4, explore Chernobyl. I've watched so many YouTube videos about Chernobyl. I've watched an unbelievable amount of documentaries about Chernobyl, and I need to go see it for myself. It's just one of those places that you just have to be there yourself. You have to experience it yourself. It's like any urban explorer's dream, Chernobyl. But yeah, all these videos, all these documentaries completely sold it to me, and I need to go and see Chernobyl. And coming in at number 3, spend the night in the most haunted place in the world. It's not something that I would be taking my kids on, obviously. However, I would like to be able to test myself, see how far I can go, how much I can really take when it comes to being scared. I love the adrenaline. Anything to do with adrenaline, I have to do it. So I just want to see how long I can withstand being in the most haunted place in the world. I've not actually found a specific place that is classed as the haunted, but there are places like the Suicide Forest in Japan, Eastern State Penitentiary in Philadelphia. Please correct me if I do say this wrong. The Bangara Fort in India, the Island of Dolls in Mexico, and even the Amityville house. Apparently the Amityville house is meant to be like ridiculously haunted. Obviously I would film it. I would not go alone. I am not going alone. I don't care if you class me as a wimp. I am not going alone. I need someone with me. That is just my own personal challenge for me. It's just a little goal for myself. And at number 2, travel down Route 66 in a Volkswagen camper van. This one, any horror fans would know why, particularly. Not only have they've got so many iconic films based around this one strip, all these horror films. It turns out the road is actually extremely haunted because there's been a ridiculous amount of crashes, there's been murders, there's been suicide, just some sketchy motels that I need to go and see. But it has to be done, like I said, in a Volkswagen camper van. It's got to be. Because it would just be silly if I didn't. It'll be a once in a lifetime thing for me, so I need to go out and do it that way. And at number 1, drum roll please, spend Christmas in Lapland, Finland with my kids. Oh, I've been so excited for this one for such a long time. So it's just one of those countries that I've just wanted to explore. I've wanted to learn the language. I know a little bit. I'm not going to embarrass myself by saying it, but I know a little bit. So with these ones, you can get holidays where you stay in a log cabin for a couple of days and then enjoy the rest in a glass igloo. And that's something we would like to do. We'd like to go husky sledding, skiing, husky rides, bobsledding, have dinner with Santa, looking at the Northern Lights. I need to watch the Northern Lights. The reason why we've not gone yet is because of the temperatures. It can go to like -20 there. So my youngest Oliver, he needs to be able to withstand the cold enough to actually enjoy the holiday rather than just be like, it's cold, mummy, I don't want to be here, I just want to go home. I'm kind of waiting until he's a bit older. I'm looking at 10 because then he should be old enough to do all the activities at that age. Like, we've still got a little while to go. There's so much I want to do, so much, but this is my personal top 10 that I've been going on about for a while. If you've got to this far in the video, I'd like for you to comment down below your top 10 bucket list, or even if you're from these places or been to these places, please let me know the best places to stay. So any recommendations that you can comment, it would be absolutely amazing and I would appreciate it so much. So yeah, this is my top 10 bucket list. Shall see you next time in the next video.